All right. Good morning, Drew Bishop. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jim?
Fine. I'm Jim Pamplin with Dade Real Estate Investors Association, and this is another edition of Dreia Street Talk. Today, from the metropolis of Sebring, Florida, we welcome Drew Bishop.
Thank you, Jim.
So,
Glad to be
Drew,
here.
how is it there? You've been on spring break, right?
Yes, sir. We were at the beach for a few days with my kids and my wife. We took a little time off,
You
kind of
weren't here in
disconnect.
Miami Beach causing the ruckus, were you?
We weren't. We
You
weren't.
weren't.
We were on the
All
other
right. All
side.
right.
We were in Ana Maria.
Yeah. So tell me about Sebring and the area you serve. Like, what's your distance area that you cover and the population?
I cover, I'd say, from Highlands County all the way up to Polk County. I do a little bit in Sarasota County. I try to stay within an hour, hour and a half from my house that way, just so I can do pictures of if needed, if I need to go show a property, something like that. So it's not, too much drive time. And my current county that I live in, Highlands County, is probably 100,000 people population,
Okay.
which obviously Sarasota and Polk County are much, much larger than
Right.
where I live.
But where would you say you do most of your deals?
In my county, in Highlands
Your
County.
county.
Yes, sir. I'd
So
say probably 90% of my deals are here in Highlands County.
okay. So you're also a licensed sales associate or a broker
I sales associate, yes, sir, with Keller Williams.
with Kelly. So you've been doing that for a while. What else do you do, or have you done?
Yeah, so I got my license. I was a home inspector at first. And then when I started doing that, I slowly I got my license and I started selling commercial property and land. That was kind of my thing. And then I got out of the home inspection business. I sold that. Well, why I had my home inspection business, I started doing wholesaling. I found out from you guys what wholesaling was. I went through your program, and it took some time, but it's here in the past couple of years, I'd say 2 or 3 years, it's just kind of blown up. It definitely takes a lot of time, but once you put the work in, you can definitely see some really, really good results.
So here in early 2021, our associates here in Dade and Broward are complaining that inventory is thin, and they're not wrong in terms of like listed property. So what's it like for you, and how are you getting around that?
Oh, this inventory is extremely low here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really anything we're doing to get around to it, except just basically giving our sellers a little bit of a bigger option on, the sales price. I was just talking to an agent in my office today. He listed a house at 279 and he got an offer for 320.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So, and they waived all contingencies. It was a full price cash offer. So, I mean, that kind of stuff, it's helping out the market, I think, but it's literally insane right now. So,
So you have alternative searches. What are you doing?
well, as far as wholesaling,
Yeah.
I do a lot of drive for dollars, a lot of bandit signs. I try to put up at least 100 bandit signs every 3 months. I write a lot of handwritten letters for my drive for dollars. I've tried to do anywhere from 25 to 30 a day, and that's just a template that I have. Uh, it pretty much just says, "Hey, my name is Drew." It's on a yellow piece of paper. I'm interested in buying your house for cash, and I handwrite the envelope. And I try to do 20 to 25 to 30 a day, and I see huge results out of that.
Okay, so huge results out of. How about the bandit signs? Do you see results out of the bandit signs as much as you do, or less than the
Yeah,
letters?
not in this market, not so much. The more results I see from the bandit signs, I would say would be from other investors looking for me to add them to my buyers list.
That's
Um,
important. Yeah.
right now, I see more of that you know, motivated sellers wanting to sell.
But the letters are working for you.
Letters are working, mailers are working, cold calling's working, drive for dollars, drive for dollars, drive for dollars. And then we also do drive for dollars, and we put it into an Excel sheet, and we do uh, a property search on the addresses and try to get their phone numbers, and then that's when we can just continue to call. We started doing some voicemail drops, some text messages here and there. That's kind of, I don't like text messages just because of you could get fined, but we do a lot of cold calling.
I see. So you say we, do you have help? What's your
I
staff
do.
like?
I do. I have a VA, and I just hired another VA. And he currently makes anywhere from 100 to 150 calls a day, somewhere around that. And then I step in when I can.
So this is sort of not in just your county where you are. You're making to make that many calls a day. You got to kind of spread beyond the 100,000, right?
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when we go to Polk County and Sarasota, mainly Polk County. We don't do too much in Sarasota just because it's a little further away, but we do a lot in Polk County. Yes, sir.
So your VAs, they help you with your regular real estate business, plus, and they help you with your.
Exactly. We've kind of figured out a way to filter, a wholesale deal versus a listing or that kind of thing.
Right.
We filter out with a drive for dollars. We do it that way based on the neighborhoods, pre-foreclosures, which aren't very many right now. That kind of thing is how we filter through them.
We get asked a lot of time, Drew, and it may be different in your area versus ours, but we get asked a lot of time, do I have to have a license to do the wholesaling? And my answer is you don't have to have a license except to drive. But
Exactly
the
right.
truth is, it's helpful to be a realtor in your area,
It is.
isn't it?
It is helpful. I think it is. If anything, it's helpful because you can do it. You can use it with your networking. I use a lot of agents, and I pass deals to them. I send them a deal, and they may sell. I told them, I said, hey, I need a cash offer. Send me your investor. Give me a cash offer, and I pay them 4%.
I see. Well, that's quite an incentive. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say, give me a cash offer, a fast close, and I can give you 4%. And I work with some realtors that basically just work with investors mainly.
I see.
And a lot of my deals lately have been, to answer your question earlier, Jim, has been multifamily. There's a lot of big investors that are looking for multifamily duplexes, quads, triplexes. The past, 5-6 deals the past couple of months have been from those.
And your wholesaler.
Oh yeah, I just probably had the biggest one I've had yet was a duplex, and that was last month.
Okay, so these are things you're finding listed and just driving and writing?
Driving, a lot of them driving. I do have a program that I pay for that you can filter out your list as far as it's vacant. Multifamily, duplex, triplex. You can filter it down, to the area. You can even draw a map on the computer of that particular area and do a search. And it can bring you phone numbers, and then you can also send a mailer off of that list too as well.
Okay.
And they say, I think they say you have to send at least three times to get one response, is what they say. So we just send it every month. We just continue to send these mailers.
So I think that during this, and it changes. You've been in the real estate business long enough to know that inventory is down right now, but it's going to go up.
Oh,
but the traditional things are still there. The people with problems are still there.
Yes,
is that right? Yeah.
People with problems are still there. People with they go to jail. We just had one where somebody went to jail, and they had to sell their house because of court. They had to pay for their attorney fees. People pass away. They were inherited a property, and they have nothing to do with it. They just want it gone. And it's yes. To answer your question, absolutely, 100%.
Right. So life still happens no matter what's happening to the real estate inventory in terms of MLS.
Yes. No, deals are out there, 100%. Like I just said, I just sold a triplex. That was my biggest deal I've ever had so far.
Oh, very good.
Which was last month, and especially in this kind of a market,
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you would recommend the mentor program to somebody in the rural areas as well as the metro areas?
Absolutely, 100%. And it's very challenging, but the steps are there. It's there. The systems are in place. They give you everything. You guys do. Just you have to do the work. It's not going to fall.
You have to do the work.
You have to do the work, and 100% it's in the follow up. Like Dave says, it's in the follow up and the buyers list. I used to have a very small buyers list, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But my buyers list grew and grew and grew, and now I just send it out, and you'll know it's a deal when it's a deal because people will start begging you for
Is that right?
it.
All right. All right, Drew. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time, and congratulations on your recent, how you say, big fish.
Yes,
And
yes,
I hope you have a lot more to come, and I appreciate your time.
yes, sir. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, bye-bye now. Take care.
Uh,